Molly, I have sympathy for you. I do. You're trying to cope with the suppression of your soul. And filming yourself having sex with other men is not the highest and best use of the talents that God gave you. And
that is a talent God gave me.
Well, it's not the highest and best use, and it's not a talent, because, as I said, in my belief, that should be saved in a sacred domain. We're not going to agree on that. But I hope you change course. I think you'll be happier and more joyful, and I pray you don't have to suffer too much to realize that.
Well, in my belief, this is my most happy and joyful.
So if Molly made like a huge pivot and started doing politics, would you support her political like runs and bids?
It's not a matter of politics. I want what's best for all of you here, and I don't think filming yourself having sex with men is the highest and best use of your talents. In fact, I think it personally has done a lot of damage to a lot of young men. And don't take my word for it. You can read the book by Gary Wilson, Your Brain on. It is the #1 drug in America right now. What do you guys think of drug dealers that push? No, good people or not good people?
Not good people.
So if it's a drug, how is Molly not either drug dealer or a drug manufacturer? Molly, I've...
Great point. Great point. And he's not there to get any type of gotcha moments. The brother is there hoping to help out one of these young ladies, hoping to save one soul by simply being an example of what a good Christian man looks like and sounds like. Does this sound like someone who's hateful or hate-filled? And the reason why I'm checking this out is because I also have daughters, and I will love, rather than people push debauchery and sin on my baby girls, I will hope that they will let them know what their dad has already let them know, that they are worth more. But speaking of dads, the same young lady that he was speaking to on that show, check this out right here.
The adult content.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't have to do it. That would be great, but I would still want to do it. Personally, I'm an exhibitionist. I love putting my sexual self out there for other people to see, for other people to touch themselves to, have fun with.
Can I ask you a question? Since you're about presenting yourself to the world, do you have a good relationship with your father?
Okay, here we go.
No, I don't talk to him.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I actually think...
No, I don't talk to him. And Charlie Kirk just simply said, yo, I'm not surprised. Why? Because the average man will not support that line of work for their baby girls, for their daughters. And whether they support it or not, you should at least have a relationship with the man that helped create you, the man that helped raise you. I don't know what her situation is with her dad. Maybe he was a deadbeat. Maybe he left her mom a long time ago or whatever. But I would have loved to hear more about that, because that's the reason why I'm checking this out. We are checking out content from Charlie Kirk because people keep on calling him all types of names, saying that he was racist, saying that he was speaking hate speech and all those other things. Did he have moments that, if lacking context, would look hateful to some people? Absolutely. If you catch me in the middle of a statement, you just leave without hearing the rest, you're going to think that I'm a hateful person probably. I did some satire on social media this week because I just like to play around on social media. I really don't take it that seriously. Let me correct that. I don't take myself that seriously because I am who I am. I'm a God-fearing man with a family, loving family, amazing family, a dope fan base, supporter base, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just appreciative to be able to live life one day after the other. And while I'm here, I'm going to make the best of it without considering whether people are going to judge me or not. But I put out some satire, and people who only checked out the first few seconds, they were already commenting with angry speech. Did I apologize? No. Am I? No. Do I want to correct it? Absolutely not. Because if you don't hear the whole of a thing, you cannot judge the thing. And if you do, that's just ignorant, in my humble opinion. But here's another example of him speaking to another young lady, just expressing to her how she needs to respect her life a little bit more.
I'm Nala Ray. It's so nice to be here today. So I was one of OnlyFans' top models for the last 5 years. And I got saved, and I radically gave my life to the Lord and gave that life up.
Praise the Lord.
So I want to know, would you support a ban on porn in America, and what would you do to make that happen?
If it's, unfortunately, I don't think it's legal, but absolutely. I mean, first of all, porn is no different than a digital opiate and an addiction. I mean, we've seen states that have made it harder to access, and porn rates have gone down.
Yeah.
But you were once an OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
What would you have to say to the danger and the damage that does to young people?
Honestly, so much. It depends on sex as well. It has different effects on men than it does women. Like for men, it shuts them down. They don't know how to be in good relationships. They don't know how to treat women. For women, it's all emotional. And they just continue to get compared to the women in porn. You know,
Correct.
So honestly, I'd say some self-control would go a really long way, which is also one of the fruits of the Spirit. So I think America needs a revival right now. That's what I think.
Praise the Lord. Stay there for a second. I have a message to men, and then I want you to give a message to women. Men, if you are consuming OnlyFans, it is no different than you going out with a prostitute every night. The only difference is that you guys get to hide behind some screen. You are contributing to the dehumanization and delegitimization of.
He's absolutely correct. Now, this video was cut off, but let me just finish what he's saying. So when you consider trafficking, when you consider all of these women being snatched up, when you look at the great amount of people who are in 1,000% support of strip clubs, you know, the gentlemen's bars, where you go in there and depending on what state you're in, you might see somebody dressed scantily clad serving you some wings with some patches on the breast, or you might go to a place like in Atlanta or even in DC where you see somebody you see everything, right? And you just have to ask yourself, what type of person would open up a spot like that, would pimp these women out for their body parts, and allow this to happen? Then you got to consider the people who are their customers. The customers are just as bad as the people running the bars. Now, you know some good people who go to these bars all the time. You probably follow a lot of these people who swear by them. And I'm not saying that the people who work in them are bad people or anything like that, but they are lending themselves to the dark world when they could be lending themselves to a life with Christ. Like this young lady who was an OnlyFans model for a while and made millions of dollars on OnlyFans, and she just decided to turn her life over because she realized the detriment that she was adding to society. And when she spoke to Charlie Kirk about this, he just let her know, yo, I'm appreciative. I'm thankful that you turned your life over to the Lord. But let me address these men on how they are being negatively impacted or how they are contributing to this mess as a whole. And I want you to address the women. I think conversations like this are important, and it's unfortunate that someone saw this as hate-filled and wanted to remove him from the world. Now somebody has to fill the gap. Now these conversations won't be had in the same way. The reason why is because the temperature has changed. Even if somebody was to step in his spot and approach these conversations with the same humility, the same patience, the same love of God, it won't be the same anymore. And these young people will have to fill that gap. And it's unfortunate. It's highly unfortunate. Hold on, we have one more. Well, as a matter of fact, I'll wait for the next one to give y'all another one. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. I thought this dude was a dope guy, and I love what he stood for, what he stood for. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group, and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.